Pastor Zoli said on Monday, in the Monday's class, which by the way was awesome, and I recommend that you listen to it. It was a great teaching. He said that love take risks, and of course we know that, but still just want to say a few words about it. Welcome this morning for a simple thought from the Word of God. And if we think about it, love takes risks, and we know this. I mean, Proverbs 10:12 says, hatred stirs up strife or struggle or fight, but love covers all sins, right? And that's amazing. Love covers sins. Love takes a risk. Love says, that sin is not such a big issue. That's not the story. I am the story, says love. And I can heal the consequences of that sin. I can have someone grow out of their sin by my power. And that's what love says. And choosing love means to take a risk because, we would like to re-educate each other, to remove each other's sin from each other. I mean, what is that splinter in your eye, says I, with the beam in mine. But that's not God's way for us. He says, choose love, dude. I mean, that's nowhere in the Bible, actually. Just want to mention that. But that's what he says. Choose love, my son, my daughter. And just think about that. Choosing love. It's such a powerful thing in our lives. And God has taken a risk with the work of salvation, right? Because of love. He came here and he took the risk of, he knew he would be rejected, but he nonetheless did it. And he was, just think about it, what he did. He chose Judas as his disciple, and it wasn't just for, Judas to be lost, but Jesus was initiating in love to him, and he got rejected, and that was that. Forget Judas. Heck, it was a risk to choose Peter and John and James, right? I think it was John and James who in Luke 9:54 wanted to call down fire on a settlement, because they wanted to see some fireworks, and they just felt like this was such a great opportunity for that, and how many mistakes do you make and I make? How many times are we unworthy of the Lord? And still, Romans 8:30, you have been called by God. Love takes a risk, and God says, I trust you. I trust you with my life. I trust you with my spirit. I trust you with my work in this world. I trust you with all these not believing people around you, so that they would hear the gospel. In Philemon 17, Paul said this to I think his fellow worker, I can't think of his name, but the servant that he sent back, the thieving runaway slave Onesimus, I think, he sent back, and he said in verse 17, receive him as you would receive me. Why would he say that? I mean, the guy obviously had questionable character, and yet Paul said this because love takes risks. And I just wanna encourage you with this. Sure, take risks because of love, and sometimes it will be painful, because sometimes it will go horribly wrong. But that's the risk that love is willing to take. But I tell you, it still is the right way to go. And even if it goes horribly wrong, if it was love in your heart, you will not be the loser in the story. You can take this from me, because God has taken me to school about this topic, and I have learned some things about it, and I'm sure I have much to learn yet. But I just want to encourage you. Love takes risks, and it's worth taking those risks. God bless you with these thoughts. Hope to see you soon again.